Maybe it's the only way to cut through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms, I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Wow, 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 wow. I hope you are all well this afternoon. I wasn't going to do a live show because I'm going on with Judge Mo at 6 o'clock tonight, but I've got to do an update because everything's just popped. Everything has just popped. David Ornstein bombs, Fabrizio Romano bombs, everything has just popped. So I've got to keep you up to date. So I haven't even had my lunch, okay? This is how dedicated I am. I haven't even had my lunch, okay? I've literally just gone on my lunch break and I'm doing this now. So I'm going to have my lunch a bit later. So let's jump into it. There's 27 of you in here. I know this was a snap live show, but I appreciate you all being in here. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do it now. I'm really close to 1,500 subscribers, really close. I think I'm like maybe 6 or 7 people away. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to get to that 1,500 mark soon. It's a milestone for me. Okay, so it is. It is. I'm starving. Okay, so let's jump into it. Oh, this is great. Some crazy stuff, man. I love it. Absolutely love being a Liverpool fan right now. Okay, so straight off the bat, Liverpool have rejected a £58.6 million bid for Luis Diaz. This dropped today. Liverpool value him at up to 86 million, although it is said to be for accounting purposes rather than a sales position, because their stance so far is that he's going nowhere. Okay, this is really important, the fact that we are just consistently rejecting bids, because this has now happened. 2 seconds, let me just replace this. Because this has just been announced. Luis Diaz has made it clear that he wants to leave Liverpool. This is from David Ornstein now. Luis Diaz will no longer be a Liverpool player. Okay? That's it. The journey is over. Okay? We all have to just move on from this now. Luis Diaz is not going to be a Liverpool player anymore. Okay? This is wild. Like, I find this so liberating. I really do, because for me, Arne Slot has clearly made his point now. He knows his squad. He knows the players that he wants at the club. And it's the same players that have let us down over the years. It's the same players that were not signed by the committee. It's Luis Diaz, it's Darwin Núñez. These guys weren't signed by the committee, and we all know this. We all know this, that they weren't signed by the guys that are in charge of transfers. They were signed by the manager and the assistant manager because they liked the look of them, because they played some good games against Liverpool, because the assistant manager was obsessed with Portuguese players. Like, this is how it is. And the new lot have come in and just gone, well, they don't suit anything about Liverpool. Like, nothing about Liverpool they suit. See you later. And we're now seeing the fruits of the labour that Arne and the team have put together last year to now move into the next year and the future years. And the guys that are coming in are coming in with words like, I want to win everything. I want to win again and again. I'm here for trophies. And you're right. You are right, actually, Russell. You are right on that. Szoboszlai wasn't a committee pick. You are right on that one, 100%. Szoboszlai was a Jurgen pick, and Gravenberch was to some extent a Jurgen pick as well. I know Cody was rated by the committee, but I'm not sure Cody was a committee pick either. So I think it's really interesting. Konate, I've got to give you this one as well. Like, Konate was an issue. Konate and Keita and Naby Keita were also non-committee picks. They weren't sure about those two. Like, they weren't sure about Naby's injury record, and they weren't sure about Konate's injury record, but they still went ahead. But Jurgen was right behind Szoboszlai. I think he got it right. I think he got it right as well. I'm a Szoboszlai fan as well. Like I am. I'm a Szoboszlai fan. Okay. Anyway, so now we're under the next management, and they clearly didn't want to give Luis Diaz a new contract. That's been made abundantly clear. Yeah, he wasn't getting a new deal, which means that. Oh no, is someone doing shit again? Is someone doing shit? Chelsea got me rattled. No, Chelsea didn't get me rattled. It's just everyone seemed to be, and by the way, I've just been on Kaz's show, by the way. Chelsea fans are deluded. The best team in the world. The best team in the world. Chelsea, you qualified for the World Club Cup because of your coefficiency. Not because you won anything. Not because you were good. You qualified through coefficiency. You can wear that one. You can wear that badge with honor. You can wear that badge with honor that you didn't even qualify for the Club World Cup because you won shit. You didn't even qualify because you were Champions League winners, because you were a Premier League winner. At least all the other teams qualified legitimately. You qualified because you had some points, because you had good points. Absolutely pathetic. Wear that one with a badge. Wear that one with a badge. You can wear that one with a badge. Yeah? Wear that one around you for 4 years. They won the Friendly Cup. Yeah, good luck getting Rodrigo, Arsenal. Good luck getting Rodrigo. No, but they didn't qualify for the Club World Cup. But they didn't qualify for the Club World Cup because they qualified because of coefficiency. Yeah, that's really funny. We did actually beat PSG. We did actually beat PSG. And we also beat Chelsea as well. And you beat us in the Premier League because we'd already won the league. Anyway, can someone get rid of the Chelsea fan, please? Right, where are we? Yeah, okay. So Luis Diaz is leaving, which is great because that means we're going to replace him with a better player, because that's what we do at Liverpool now. We replace players with better players. So Luis Diaz leaves, and who are we looking to replace Luis Diaz with? And by the way, I've got nothing against Luis Diaz. Okay, nothing against Luis Diaz. All right, he's been a good player for us. Okay, he's been a good player for us. Got nothing against him. All right, I wish him the best. Yeah, he's been through a lot. Okay, so this isn't any hate on Luis Diaz at all. Okay, no hate on Luis Diaz. He's not a rat. He's none of this. Okay, he wants to leave Liverpool, and that's fine. Luis Diaz wants to go to one of his dream clubs, and if that's Barcelona or that's Bayern Munich, then so be it. But Liverpool was never Luis Diaz's final destination. Okay, and we need to sign players who want to come to Liverpool because it's the top of the mountain. He's a South American, and a lot of South Americans want to go to Barcelona or Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. It's just their shtick. It's their shtick. Okay, so I'm fine with it. All right, he's been a good servant for the club. He's been very sketchy, if you ask me, like in and out, but he's been a decent player. Okay, we move on. If we can get double the money for him, amazing. Absolutely amazing. If Luis Diaz gives us the money to go and buy Rodrigo, that is a stellar upgrade. That is an incredible upgrade. Who's 4 years younger and has won a shit ton more than him. Okay, he's won multiple Champions Leagues, multiple leagues. Okay, so I'm all for it. I'm all for it. A lot of people are fine heading out. Yeah, it's fine, but I've got no hate for him. I've got no hate for him. Okay, yeah. If he goes, then fine. Oh, by the way, big up Jen. By the way, I've just missed that. Sorry. Massive thanks to Jen for the memberships. I'm glad you all got involved, and lots of people have got them. I'm glad Lakers has got one. Dave's got one. Mark's got one. Clive's got one. Cornelius has got one. Lucas has got one. Benjamin's got one. Podge has got one. Kaiser's got one. Oh, Charlie's got one. Good that you've got one, Charlie. Also, thank you very much for the super chats previously, Charlie. I remember. And I'm really glad that really glad that Hazard didn't get one. Shall everyone put a W in the chat that Hazard didn't get one? Here we go. Everyone put a W in the chat that Hazard didn't get a membership. And everybody put a W in the chat for Jen. Big up, Jen. Thanks. Okay. It's all about money. Well, sometimes it just is, but you know, at the end of the day, mate, it is what it is. Like I'm pleased that we're going to move a player out that doesn't want to be here. That's fine. I don't want players at Liverpool that don't want to be here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work, Harrison. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. So you think we're out of our mind for turning down 58 million? I don't. If we think we can get more, then we're entitled to do that. Like, we're entitled to do that. Like, if we think we can get more than 58 million, I think we want 70. I think we want 70 million for him. And if Bayern Munich are desperate, then they'll pay it. Like, that's just a fact. Like, but the fact that Luis Diaz has now said that he wants to leave, I think the fee will reduce, because now we need to move. We now need to move on. So, and this is where my next update is. Bayern Munich are preparing a new offer for Luis Diaz. He remains their top target. So that's from Pletty. So Bayern Munich are going to put in a new bid. So they'll go from 58 probably to 65, and then eventually it will be around 70. I feel that's where it will lie, somewhere around there. And then we can then move on to the next topic, which will be Mundo Deportivo. Luis Diaz is the player of interest of both Barcelona and Bayern, but at the moment, Liverpool are on top of other movements, like their interest in Real Madrid forward Rodrigo. So that is the next move. Diaz moves, Rodrigo arrives. I don't think it depends on whether he goes or whether he comes. I think this will just depend on, if Luis Diaz wants to leave Liverpool, then Rodrigo, the cogs will start working, and we will start having conversations now, if we haven't already. And I think there's going to be negotiations now between Liverpool and Real Madrid for Rodrigo, with potentially 40 million, 35 to 40 million, and Canate. There's no smoke without fire. The talks about Canate going the opposite direction are too clear now, and Liverpool have got a price which is 43 million, apparently. 45 million, sorry. The price is 45 million, according to a couple of journos for for Canate. Real Madrid would be mad if they didn't take Canate and the money for Rodrigo. Rodrigo's fifth choice striker right now. Like, I think this is a done deal. I think this is a done deal now. So I can see this one happen really quickly. Really quickly, I can see this one happening. Liverpool are just back into it. They're back into the groove now. So we're going to start having these conversations. And there's a couple of things I wanted to also cover. I'm just going to quickly screenshot some pages because I can't share because it makes the user experience quite poor. So just bear with me. There's also this which popped up, which I just don't believe is true. I really don't believe this is true, but I'm still going to talk about it. But I really don't believe it's true. Where is it? Where is it? I've already spoke about this one, so I don't need to cover that. There's also this one which has popped up, but I just don't see. I don't see this one either, but we'll talk about it. And also this one, which we will talk about as well. Okay, so let me just quickly refresh my screen. Oh God, oh my God, there's 3 other massive updates I've got to give you, which have just popped. Yeah. Okay, I've got more breaking news. Hang on. More breaking news. 2 seconds. Just bear with me. I've got more breaking news. Everything's just popping up now. Okay, I've got more breaking news. Bear with me. Right. Okay, so I've got more breaking news on Rodrigo. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, so a number of outlets and journalists are now name dropping Liverpool and Rodrigo. It's a one to keep an eye on. Okay, so this is now dropped. This is all over the internet now. Rodrigo, Liverpool, it's coming up everywhere. Okay, so that's one to watch. Next one is this one. Where is it? So this is Ekitike. Frankfurt have rejected a written offer from Newcastle. Is that showing on your screen? Yeah. Frankfurt have rejected a written offer from Newcastle worth 69 million for Hugo Ekitike. Marcus Croce wants more. There are clubs who have already signalled that they're willing to pay more. Okay. So Ekitike, there's a bid that's been rejected for Ekitike now. So we all know that Newcastle are really serious now. They've offered nearly 70 million for him. Okay. There's a club that's offered more, that's willing to pay more. I think that's an interesting one. Who would be willing to pay more than 69 million for him? That's a real question to ask. Is this the same thing? Yeah, this is from Pletty Goal as well. So this is now from multiple sources. So Newcastle are in for Ekitike. All right, this one's happening. Okay, like, so this one's happening. So stand by for more on this one, because Ekitike could be a Newcastle player soon, which means Newcastle might have to sell a player, and that player is probably going to be Isaac. Also, latest update on this guy. Inter Milan have made a £26 million offer for Parma centre-back Giovanni Leone. The Italian side are demanding 34 million. The price was around 15 million the last time I heard. So this guy's skyrocketed, absolutely skyrocketed in price. But maybe Liverpool, who are also interested in the defender, will make an offer. Okay, so this one could develop as well, but I don't think we're going to pay 34 million for an 18-year-old. I just don't see that being a deal that we would do. But Inter Milan have made an offer for him, so who knows what happens. Okay, it's a lot of money, by the way, for an 18-year-old. Inter Milan are offering. So that's Giovanni Leone, who's the centre back. Okay, I've got another update for you as well. Darwin Núñez gets approval as Liverpool consider £52 million offer in transfer battle. So Napoli reportedly have bid 52 million now for Darwin Núñez after recent discussions. So Darwin Núñez could finally be sold. I think we're going to accept an offer for Darwin Núñez soon. It might be from Saudi Arabia, it might be from Napoli, but we know that he wants to join Napoli. So I think that deal could happen pretty soon. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. Also got another one. I don't know how true this is, by the way, but there's reports that we're looking at €130 million bid for Vinicius Junior. I don't buy that at all. Like, I really don't. Like, I just don't see a world where we would sign Vinicius Junior. I don't think his attitude suits Liverpool. I don't think his work ethic suits Liverpool. The guy never tracks back. Like, him and Mbappe would be the worst signings for working in a Liverpool team. He does no tracking back. Like, I just don't see it. Okay, I'm poo-pooing this one straight off the bat. I'm poo-pooing it. I don't think that's a deal at all that we do. I also wanted to bring this one up as well. Alexis McAllister sends clear message to Liverpool and Real Madrid after offers being made. He's completely committed. Okay, he doesn't. He's ignored the reports. Okay, he's completely committed to Liverpool. Okay, so don't worry about McAllister. All right, don't worry about McAllister being the next one that Real Madrid try and get. Okay, it's not going to happen. Those reports about Real Madrid going to put in £120 million bid for McAllister and Canate, it's rubbish. McAllister's 100% committed to the Liverpool project. Okay, never going to happen. What else have I got for you? Also, this one as well, which popped up from the Chronicle, suggests that Liverpool might still take a look at Anthony Gordon. I think that's wide of the mark. I think it's Isaac. I just think it's his act. I don't think it's Gordon. I think the Gordon ship has sailed. I think if we go for Rodrigo, then there's no point going for Gordon. Like, there's just no point. You've got Rodrigo. Yeah, I just don't think Arda is for sale, mate. Like, I rate him as well, but I just don't think he's for sale. And I also think we probably done all of the scouting on Rodrigo. Like, we know about Rodrigo's attitude. We know he's a worker. We know he's probably the only forward in the actual Real Madrid team that bothers working. He's a real grafter. He's got the real character. He's got the attitude to make it in the Premier League and Liverpool for me. He can play in multiple positions. He also never whinges about anything. Like, the guy was literally played that position for the last 3 years, and he never said a word. Like, he's been dropped a number of times when he's done really well, and he's just got on with it, kept his mouth shut. He just seems like a really good character. He really does. He just seems like a really good character. Big up Liverpool. Liverpool Goals TV. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you can get those likes up, that'd be great. I think we are still looking at Fofana. There has been information that's come out that said that we are still looking at him, but I just think he's on the list. Like, I just think he's on the list. Like, he's probably like third choice on the list. Like, if we don't get Rodrigo, if we don't get whoever, then maybe we go for Fofana. But he's still young, he's still raw, but he's going to cost about 60 million, and that's not where we're playing. Like, for what, 10 million more, you can get Rodrigo. Like, you know what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do. So far, that is the updates I've got for you. I can't really show you that image, but Liverpool teams arrived for training today, and Florian Wirtz is in the photo, so you can go and check that out. But I can't show. Actually, I can take a screenshot of it, can't I? Yeah, I can take a screenshot of it. That's not a big deal. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Actually, I can show you. 2 seconds. I've just got to pause the audio. Right, 2 seconds. Let me just share the people coming in, going to training, the lads. Okay, here we go. They're the boys. Oh, those two having jokes. I've already got a little click by the looks of it. Yeah, Canate looks like he's full of beans. Darwin Núñez is late by the looks of it. Big Virgil just making sure everyone's there before he comes out last. But Florian, how art thou, Florian? Is it just me, like, or is anyone just really excited about Mamadashvili? Like, I think Mamadashvili is going to be an absolute monster. Like, I get real vibes about Mamadashvili. Like, I think he's going to be an incredible player. Ben Jacobs. Let me check out Ben Jacobs. What's he? So Ben Jacobs, first bid made today following an approach last month. Is that the one you're talking about? Is that the one you're talking about? What's the Ben Jacobs tweet? Hang on, let me find it. What's the Ben Jacobs tweet? In talk with 30 goal Premier League forward. No, that's not Ben Jacobs. Darwin Núñez gets a green light. No, I don't see Ben Jacobs. Liverpool explore Mateta move as striker options narrow. That's Fort Mercato. Yeah, we already know about that. No, I haven't seen the Ben Jacobs tweet. Liverpool have rejected Bayern's 67.5. Oh, okay. So is it all the other stuff that you're talking about? Hang on. So are you talking about all of the other stuff in the tweet? 2 seconds. Hang on. That's not it. Remove. 2 seconds. Is it this one? Is it this that you're talking about? So Liverpool have rejected Bayern's 67.5 million bid for Luis Diaz. First bid made this morning. LFC clear in preference to keep despite Diaz being open to Bayern. Diaz will only be sold for a significant profit, and if Liverpool can find a replacement. Is that it? Is that the tweet? Is that the tweet? Or is there something on Anfield sector? Hang on. Anfield. Right. 2 seconds. Let me just share my screen. I can't be bothered taking any more screenshots. Hang on. Let me get rid of this. Right, we'll talk about Anfield sector. Yeah, okay. I see what you've. I see it. Okay. Right. Okay, so Real Madrid's Rodrigo is another player Liverpool made checks on at the start of the window. It remains to be seen whether they follow this up, knowing the Brazilian will decide whether he wants to leave the Bernabeu in the coming weeks. Okay. And then you've got Liverpool will only sell Luis Diaz if they can line up a top-class replacement and Bayern Munich fund it. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? That makes perfect sense that we've rejected the 50, was it 50? Is it 59 million we rejected? Was it 59 million? I think it's 59 million or 57 million. That makes sense that we've rejected under 60 million because we want 75 million or 70 million. So it'll fund Rodrigo. That makes sense. So it looks like we will have to sell Luis Diaz to buy Rodrigo. That's what it looks like now. So that's all making a bit more sense. That we're going to have to sell the player to fund the next player. Okay, I'm also going to bring this up as well, because I think this is quite important. Okay, so I'm going to bring these two things up, right? And I know you can say whatever you want about this guy, okay, but he's been really good recently, all right? So IndyCar news. This is the real-time situation on Alexander Isak. This was yesterday, okay? Bringing this up now. The player has told his agent that Liverpool would be his dream move, and if Newcastle are willing to sell, then he would love to go on good terms. The player hasn't ruled out forcing the move this summer. Hugo Ekitike has been told he will be Newcastle's number one striker long term. Everyone at Newcastle has accepted that Alexander Isak will leave the club in the near future, but the biggest question is, will LFC break the bank this summer? And this is the important thing. 130 million this summer or 90 million next summer. Hold on to your hats. It's about to take off. IndyCar has been right about a lot this season. He's been right about a lot this season, okay? This one is wild. I don't think Liverpool wanted to sell Luis Diaz. I think we wanted to sell Nunes, Elliott, and potentially Doak, and maybe one other, yeah? Maybe a few others. And that was going to fund Isak. I believe that's what Liverpool wanted to do. The Canate and the Diaz bombs weren't in Liverpool's plans. Canate not signing a new contract and Real Madrid potentially trying to buy him was definitely not in the plan. And Atletico Madrid also bid 40 million for him. That wasn't in the plan. So Liverpool replacing him as well is definitely not in the plan. It wasn't. And Luis Diaz now wanting to leave Liverpool was definitely not in the plan. Liverpool wants to keep him another year and sell him next year. That's Liverpool's plan. Liverpool's plan with Canate was to get him on a new contract. And if not, for him to leave next season, like in the summer. But this wasn't in the plan for the Diaz and the Canate stuff to be rumbling as well. And now we've got to deal with that. The plan was not to buy Rodrigo. I'm telling you, the plan wasn't to buy Rodrigo. The plan was to have Diaz and Cody fight it out. And the plan was to buy Isak, sell Nunes, and Diaz could also cover for Isak in the number 9 position as well. That was the plan. That was the plan. The plan was to get Guehi in to be the long-term replacement for Virgil van Dijk next year on a free transfer. That was the plan. The plan wasn't to sell Quansah, but they came in with 35 million quid for a guy that's played 30 games. And you're like, have to take that money. You have to take that money. And you also put a buyback clause on him. So you can have him when Virgil van Dijk retires. That's the plan. There's so many things that weren't supposed to happen that have happened. And Liverpool have had to deal with it. And and Jota, like, that was never, ever, anyone was ever thinking any tragedies would happen at Liverpool. So all of these things have happened at Liverpool, and we have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. Diaz will be sold. Nunes will be sold. Elliott will be sold. Canate will probably be sold now. You know, these things are now going to happen. Guehi will have to come in a year earlier. Rodrigo might have to come in to replace Diaz. And Isak was also always the plan. Isak was always the plan. And we are just moving the speed that we need to move. So don't panic. Don't worry. We have all the ducks in a row. but we just have to start moving things around. We have to start being a bit more fluid because things are escalating that we didn't think were going to escalate, like Diaz and Canate. None of these were certainly supposed to happen. I don't think Jota will be replaced. I just don't. I just don't think Liverpool are going to do it. I think they're going to leave that position open, and they'll have a player that might come in for Diaz now who can rotate. Rodrigo can easily rotate in the 9 position with Isak, but Isak doesn't miss any games. Like, Isak's played all of last season and pretty much all of the season before. So Isak's not got a problem in playing all the Premier League games. You've just got cup games, which, you know, Cody Gakpo can play. Jadon Danns can play. You know, Rio can come in and do a job. You know, there's plenty of players that we've got. So maybe even Mateta might come in. I don't know. But Liverpool have to move fluidly now, and we have to move with different scenarios that are happening. And the Indy one is really interesting. And I'm going to play you this audio, okay? So this is from Indy's channel. I need to stop sharing and then reshare so you can hear the audio. 2 seconds, and then we're going to finish off. All right, and you can go and jump on. I think Don's live or Jamie's live. Jamie's live in 10 minutes, so I'll send you over to Jamie in 10 minutes. Okay, so do not worry. Oh, I've just done it again. Sorry, I've just shared without the audio. 2 seconds. Okay, let me share with the audio. All right, this is with the audio. Okay, let me know if you can hear it. Okay, let me know if you can hear it.
Sources close to Indy Kyler say Alexander Isak is still very keen on a move to Liverpool. And honestly, who wouldn't be? The Premier League is where the action is, and Liverpool's got the legacy and the fans to match. Now imagine Isak linking up with Salah and Wirtz. Defenses won't stand a chance. If this transfer happens, it's a game changer. Pure football heaven. Sources close to Indy Kyler say Alexander Isak is still very keen on a move to Liverpool.
Okay, I was expecting that to not be an AI generated video, but it was. So it was an AI video, so let's just ignore that. Newcastle fans in every LFC channel debunking. So that's how real you know it is then. That's how real it is then. Look, at the end of the day, look. I said this yesterday, okay, and I'll just say it again, okay? If you're going to spend 70 plus million on a forward, yeah, and that forward has been the number one forward in their team for the last 2 years, and that team that forward is leaving is in the Champions League, why are you going to go to a club and play backup in the same competition? Why are you going to go to that club? Seriously? Newcastle finished 5th. Eintracht Frankfurt finished 3rd. Why are you going to play for Newcastle and be on the bench? Because guess who's going to be playing all the Premier League games? And guess who's going to be playing all the Champions League games? Well, it's going to be Isak. It's not going to be you, mate. So you're on the bench. You're going to Newcastle to sit on the bench. I'm sorry, Ekitike is going to Newcastle to play football up front as the main number 9. He's not going to any other club, maybe apart from Real Madrid and Barcelona and potentially Man City, yeah, to be backup. He's not. He's going to be the main number 9 at any club he goes to. That's just a fact. Okay. Oh, he might go to PSG, but is he going to go to PSG after they absolutely did him over? Like signed him, didn't play him, and then loaned him out, and then eventually sold him. So this is the question. Like, if Eddie Howe is going to change the formation at Newcastle to fit Isaac and Ekitike, who both don't play with other forwards, by the way. Ekitike doesn't play with another forward, and neither does Isaac. And suddenly they're going to be dumped together. Like, tell me how that works. Tell me how that works. I'd love to know how you're going to play two midfielders in the Premier League. I'd love to know how that works either, because you're going to get destroyed. You're going to get destroyed. And Isaac might have been quite pleased by the fact that they'd signed Anthony Elanga, because he plays with him in the Swedish national team. So he might be quite pleased about that. So that might have actually been a good signing. And he might have been interested, going, oh, hang on a minute. You've got a guy that I play football with. That's good. That works. But now you're signing Ekitike. You're signing Ekitike because you're replacing me. And you're replacing me because I've told you I want to go. And there's a lot of people that are now backing that up. So time will tell. But I feel things are afoot. Okay? Things are afoot, as Sherlock Holmes says. And I think it's only a matter of time now before we start seeing more moves. We start seeing more updates, more information. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be wild. And look, as Indy Calla said, buckle up, because things are going to get wild. Like Indy Calla said it. Like Indy Calla said it in his comment. Hold on to your hats. It's about to take off. Let me see if there's any more updates just before we head out. No, that's it. We've got a new. We've got a new goalkeeper coach called Colin Stewart. In case you didn't know, I can quickly share that just so you can see him if you haven't seen him. Here he is. So we've got a new goalkeeping, a new goalkeeper development and pathway lead called Colin Stewart. So hopefully that'll work out well. I mean, let's be fair. We've been really good with goalkeepers. That seems to be something that's really worked for us. We are not getting Sesko. Seriously. Why would we spend 80 million on Sesko? Why would we spend 80 million on Sesko when we can spend 80 million on Ekitike? Like, why would we do that? Like, Sesko's never been a target. Like, he's never been one of our links. Like, it's been Isaac, Alvarez, Ekitike, Oshiman, and Mbuemo, and now Mateta potentially. Sesko's never been on the list. Never been on the list. Our committee will not be looking at another Darwin Núñez. Thank you very much. You think we keep Chiesa? I don't. I've got to be completely honest. Did anyone think that Chiesa, for the first 20 minutes in the friendly, looked like Liverpool had brought a fan on the pitch and he was just running around like a headless chicken, like just running around and not getting anywhere and just like literally going in circles. And then his touch was bad and he couldn't hold the ball up. For the first 20 minutes, Chiesa, for me, looked like a fan that had just been given half an hour on the pitch. Like, come on, lad. Do you want to come on for a bit? Do you want to go? Have you got your boots on? Yeah, go and play up front for a bit for Liverpool in this friendly. Seriously, like, I watch Chiesa sometimes and I am really, really surprised he is actually a footballer. Like, I do watch him in games and sometimes I see things that I'm just like, you're an international footballer. Like, you do some really crazy stuff that looks so amateur, like in games. Like, he really does. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he is clearly not good enough for Liverpool. He's not good enough for Liverpool, and I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League, for any top 10 team. I just don't. Like, I really rate Chiesa like years ago, like 5 years ago, but now he's just like a middle-aged dad that's let himself go a bit and has kind of put on the kit again. And honestly, I could see Chiesa being on a 7-a-side pitch. Like, I could see Chiesa being on a 7-a-side pitch in like soccer goals, you know, when you're playing with your mates. And this guy's like, oh, he's pretty good, like. And you're like, oh, it's Chiesa. Honestly, he's not good enough. The sooner we move him on, the better. Like, let him have a good pre-season. Let him have a good pre-season, and yeah, let him have a good pre-season, and then we'll move him on. Like, for me, nah. You're right. He's been piss poor all season, including Sunday's game. I'm sorry, he has. Like, he did a little jog, did a little step over, and then kicked the ball right across the pit, right across the goal line. Like, that might have been a shot for all we know. Like, genuinely, that could have been a shot. Like I know we're all saying it was a cross, but that actually could have been a shot by him. Like, we don't know. Like, but for me, nah, not good enough. He hasn't been in the past, but he has been recently. Yeah, I know we need backups, but I'd rather not have him as a backup. So, look, it is what it is. Like, Mateta might be the backup for all we know. Mateta could be the option, the backup option. Like, Mateta, he miskicked it. The thing is, as well, I liked him as well, by the way, Danny. I liked him as well. Like, he's one of those guys that you do like people like that, but he's on 150 grand a week, and if he's stopping Rio from getting into the team, then I want him sold. I want him sold. If he's stopping Rio's progress into the team, then Chiesa can do one. Like, because Rio's probably better if he's given more of a chance. What did I want to say? I can't remember what I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. So Mateta's cheap. So Mateta's 43 million because he's only got 1 year left on his contract. Did you know that? Did anybody know that? Mateta's got 1 year left on his contract. Same as Guehi. He's only got 1 year left, which is why he's available for under 50 million. Okay? So Mateta and Guehi might genuinely be signings that come in. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with Mateta being backup number 9. Like, that's a really good player for your backup number 9. He's a 28-year-old. He's coming to a bigger club. He can win trophies. That might be good enough for Mateta. That might genuinely be good enough for Mateta. He might come to Liverpool and see that as the mountain. Like, this is the mountain. I can't go any further. I'm getting a 5-year contract at Liverpool, the age of 28. Like, this is it. Like, I've made it. And he might just be back up to Isaac. That's cool. But you ain't signing a 70, 80 million pound 23-year-old to be back up to Isaac. You just aren't. And that's why I think Mateta could have legs. That could be an option. It could be an option. It could be the fact that we get Mateta for 1 year and then we get Isaac on for 90 million next year, like Indy Carl has mentioned. That could be the option. And Isaac gives Newcastle another year and then he comes to Liverpool when he's 26. I don't know. But I'm telling you this. Mateta's better than is better than Nunes. Mateta's better than Nunes. And I know he's 28, but he's better than Nunes. I'm telling you, he worked better in a slot team. He works better in the slot team. He got 14 goals in the Premier League last season, Mateta, and he got 16 the season before. His numbers are really good. Really good numbers for Mateta. He looks like he's had too many carbonaras. You bring Mateta on for the last 20 minutes of a game, and it's absolute mayhem. Like he'll run the teams ragged, and he can also do those wing runs where he drifts out wide, drifts out left, drifts out right, and he's good. So let's just see how that one goes, okay? But I'm out of here. I did an hour. I wanted to break some news with you. Really appreciate the super chat. The memberships by Jen. Really appreciate that, Jen. And yeah, if you want to leave a super chat, please do. If you want to support the channel and become a member, please do. I'm about 20 members away from 250. If I hit 250, then I promised you another rabbit hole show, part 3. If you do want to become a member, you can check out the other 2 rabbit hole shows. So that's an option for everyone. Also, watch my video from last night. I did a deep dive on Rodrigo Canate and also Isaac, so check that out. And I'm going to divert you now to Jamie's channel. 2 seconds. Just bear with me. Don't go anywhere. And you can just go straight on to Jamie's. 2 seconds. Okay, 2 seconds. Just diverting you to Jamie's. That's if he's live, by the way. I don't know whether he's live. Is he live? No, so I'm going to send you to Don instead. So I'm sending you to Don Hussams. Head over to Don Hussams and put KMack Raid. Yeah, put KMack Raid in the chat. And I will see you all later on. I'll be on live probably about 9 o'clock again tonight, maybe, depending on what happens. But I'm also on Judge Mo's channel at 6 o'clock if you want to go and check that out. That'll be in my comments anyway, okay, on the community feed, all right? But you go and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm now going to quickly get something to eat and then go back to work. And you will head over to Don's now and check out him. I think he's got Tom and also Kopish in there as well. I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Up the Reds. By the way, 21 for 20